All right, in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what you need to do to qualify for the Elixir airdrop. So before we get into this step-by-step process, let's just quickly break down what Elixir is and how large the opportunity could be. So the whole point of Elixir is to take liquidity from different systems, pool it all together, and make a seamless integrated liquidity pool that different dexes can pull on. So this is a cross-chain liquidity pool, and it's supporting pretty major dexes, including Hyperliquid, DYDX, and 30 others as well. Now, in terms of the actual airdrop opportunity, it's confirmed that there will be a token, ticker symbol ELX. They've currently got a point system on where you can earn potion score, which will eventually be convertible into the token. In terms of when the token is actually going to launch, the mainnet is supposed to be in August of 2024. So that means there's definitely still an opportunity. And then the funding profile is pretty decent and the valuation is over $800 million. So when you combine all of this together, along with the fact that not that many people are actually farming this airdrop, I would say that it's actually a pretty solid opportunity. There's just under 56,000 wallets that have signed up for their airdrop campaign, but as you can see, the bottom of the list haven't actually added any TVL or earned any potions. And with a relatively small amount of capital, it's easily possible at this point to still get into the top few thousand users. Okay, so now that you have a rough idea of what Elixir is, and by the way, I'll leave links to documentation down below, so you should do some more research and make sure that you're comfortable with this before you make any deposits of assets, of course. But now that we know what the protocol is and what the airdrop opportunity is, let's quickly walk through how to actually qualify. Now, in terms of how to actually rank up your potion score and qualify for an airdrop, there's two main ways. So if we click here on Mint, ELX, ETH, or Supply to Elixir, it's gonna pop up with this. And what you need to do in order to start earning points is to either A, deposit a minimum of $100 worth of ETH on the Ethereum mainnet network. So the transaction fees for doing that are going to be, unfortunately, a little bit high. Or you can deposit $100 or more of USDC to an Elixir-powered product on an exchange. And when you do that, you actually don't have to make that deposit on ETH mainnet. And I've decided that I'm going to actually do this process on the Sui network because the transaction fees are going to be significantly lower. So up at the top right-hand corner here, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect my Ethereum wallet, connect my Sui wallet, and then sign a message. And then you also have to connect social accounts in order to proceed. So now that I've connected my Sui wallet and my Twitter and my Discord, I want to go back down here, click on this button, and then click down here, supply USDC to native integrations, since I'm not going to be doing ETH on ETH mainnet. And by the way, I didn't mention this yet, but the minimum deposit to start earning potion score is $100. Obviously, the more that you deposit, the more that you earn. Anyways, if we click on that button here, it's gonna bring us to this Elixir page with a list of options of where we can deposit USDC. And by the way, you can also do this method with USDC using the Arbitrum L2. However, I wanted to actually use Sui to increase my airdrop surface area, and it's possible that there could be additional airdrops coming from the Sui ecosystem. And now that I've loaded up some Sui into this wallet, I do need to get some USDC. So I'm just gonna use the in-wallet swaps feature here and swap 60 Sui for USDC, or let's do 62. Okay, great. That went through. So now I have the USDC that I need in order to start qualifying for this airdrop. And now I need to just select one of these liquidity pools to provide my assets to. And since I have Sui and USDC, I'm going to put it into the Sui USDC pool on the Bluefin exchange on Sui mainnet. So this pool has a decent amount of TVL. It's paying about a 38% APR, but really what I'm going for here is to start qualifying for the Elixir airdrop. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit supply here and then confirm my deposit. Okay, so that deposit went through successfully. I've now put just over $100 into this pool. And if I go over here to my positions, I can now track that and make a withdrawal at any time or increase the size of my position. And now if I go back to the apothecary page, this section here with Mystic Chest has been unlocked. And it just says, come back at mainnet launch to claim your rewards. So over time now, my potion score will increase, although you have to wait 48 hours in order to actually see your score ticking up. And that is pretty much it. Of course, the more that you do, the better off you'll be for this airdrop campaign. So this is definitely an opportunity that favors people that have at least a moderate amount of capital. I think if you do it with a minimum of $100 and then hold it until the actual mainnet launch in 131 days, you'll probably actually still rack up a decent amount of points. But obviously, if you do this with a couple of hundred or even more, significantly more capital, then you'll be able to rank up the leaderboard. And then in terms of the risks of doing this, of course, there's smart contract risk. If any of these platforms rugs, you never know what could happen. Then when you're providing liquidity, there's risks of impermanent loss. But on the other hand, in terms of the rewards, you get the yield if you do the same process that I did on the SUI network using these pools. And of course, you rank up for the airdrop. And the idea is that theoretically, the amount that we would get in an ELX airdrop would much more than cover all of the transaction fees for making swaps or for withdrawing and depositing assets, and then also any risk of impermanent loss or anything like that. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Just a quick and easy one. Always please do your own research before dipping into stuff like this. Hopefully you found this useful, and have a great day.